The reason why they have come here, they will accomplish, Father, 1,000 and 1,000,000 fold in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are with a legend, Professor Sir Victor Uwaifo, PhD, MON. This man is the very best. I grew up hearing about him, playing his songs, and today it's a privilege to be seated right next to him. Well done, sir. Thank you very much for having us.
You're welcome.
So sir, we know that in those days, being a musician it's not like today that everybody just comes out with music. Then it must have been a tough decision to take. We want to know how you were able to manage that fame, that stardom. How were you able to, hold it on without your integrity being stained, still intact till this very day?
It is to make stardom. It's not a problem. To maintain it is the problem, actually. And then to be able to sustain your stardom, the popularity, you have to be disciplined. It's discipline. And there are no two ways about discipline and integrity. If you lose money, you lost something. If you lose your health, you've lost a great deal. If you lose your integrity, you've lost all.
That's true.
So, I jealously guard against my integrity. I try to do what is right in the eyes of God and man. I don't overindulge in anything. I run away from vices. My greatest enemy is failure. So why did I continue to keep my integrity, my fame, and my achievements? And I read my books right from childhood, from primary school to secondary school to higher institution, Yaba College of Technology, to university, to first degree, first class honors, to a master's degree, and finally I nailed it up, sealed it up with a PhD. So focus and sense of direction, purpose in life.
Okay.
Then, in all of these, I did not smoke in my life till date. Cigarette had never touched my lips since I was born. I don't smoke, I don't drink, but nowadays I can take one glass of red wine because the doctor says it's good for the heart. And I do exercises, I meditate. You see, inspiration, I was inspired when I was young. Inspiration is for beginners, and vision is for achievers. Now I see visions.
That's nice, sir. Wow, I'm amazed. Also from observation, we haven't seen or heard you play at funeral services. Is there a reason why?
Everybody has a purpose, a focus. Everybody has a track, has, even the aircraft has a route. You just think the sky is wide, but it has a route. It has to fly that route, and should not, and navigate to get to the destination. When it takes off, it lands. The others go other ways. One thing I don't believe in. This is what is reigning, and this is the thing that everybody is doing, and I should belong. I should lead, and people should follow me. I said it from the beginning. I said, now, from the beginning, if I said I had never smoked in my life, it also shows that I have never played in any funeral service, because that is not my calling.
Okay.
Why did you ask me? Why didn't I become a reverend father? Since I didn't smoke, I didn't drink.
That's true.
So funeral music or the obituary is for people of that class. They belong to that class. And I'm a spirit. Spirit does not pay for spirit.
That's deep.
Yes.
Wow. So now we see you at this time. Your songs are still very fresh. Even when we play the joromi, all those songs, you can still dance to it. This new generation, we can still vibe and move to the songs. How are you able to survive the test of time? It's been years. How are you able to still have that thing?
Music, when soft voices die, vibrates in the memory. The music, according to Shakespeare, is the soul of the food of life. So if it's good, you play one, and when good music is good, you repeat it. Music has form. So my music had form from the beginning, from the outset, and that form is constant. And once something is constant, it goes across all generations. So there is music in my music. Music is a language. Music on its own plays. You can play music, you don't have to sing. And that's something that will interest you. So this new generation, they have done well so far because nobody employed them. They employed themselves though. So they have been able to generate employment for themselves. And the video has improved tremendously. In our time, it was black and white, and then music was mono, one track. Everybody had to be present in the studio to play. Nowadays, somebody can go to the studio, lay down the track, and go get another musician to do his own part, different tracks, and they mix and play. But the problem with the new generation, they cannot actually perform live on stage because they didn't go through the rudiments of music. You see, we are speaking now. English is not my language, but without even in Benin, my Benin language, if we have to write it, we still have to write it with the A, B, C, D to Z,
Yes.
or Z. So that to tell you that there is a foundation for every profession, every discipline. Music, they have to have the rudiments of music. ordinary do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Then the half notes do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, zi, la, li, ti, do, ti, ta, la, li, so, zi, fa, mi, mo, re, do. And there's nothing outside that can create music. It's just like A, B, C, D to Z.
Yeah.
So ask any of these young ones whether if they know the chromatic scale, you know, and the tonic and the flats and sharps. Just basically, these are just simple rudiments. It's more than that because I just said A, B, C to Z. But when you add A to D, A and the R, you have Adam. You need form words.
Yeah.
From words you form sentences.
Yes.
That's how music is. So with all this, you form chords, then sequences, the kind of modulation, you know, and syncopation, crescendo, diminuendo, you know, crotchets, semi-crotchets and semi-quavers, demi-semi-quavers, and so on. In fact, there's mathematics in music. When you have all those chromatic and scales and demi-semi quiver, they're all divided into segment beats. You have 32 notes in one beat. You know, do. Then you can 32 notes on one do. That is complete mathematics, additional maths. So any musician, as a matter of fact, without saying, is a mathematician. Without knowing, he didn't know. Yes, it's a mathematician. It's like if you were young and in our time it was a fashion to at least help. It's not a matter of help, it was part of it. It was part of growing up to go and sell one thing or the other. You know, maybe somewhere in the market, you follow your mother to the market. You've started trade already. It's an experience. You'll be better than those who didn't just go to market with them.
True.
It's another experience. I was a good shot, catapult, shooting bird from top of a tree and bringing down a small bird from an iroko tree. The catapult is not a gun that has an aiming point. So it's matter of precision. So if I can bring down a bird, most of the time I bring down, that means I have that sense of judgment, precision. So in life also have that kind of judgment. I know what is right, I know what is wrong. So everything has an addition. It adds to your life. Whatever your past can affect your future. If you were bad in the past, it also reflect in your future because they will always haunt you with it. So try and be on the right side of history. So
Okay, there's this joromi. My dad said that song won a golden
that's it there.
award.
The gold record, the first in Africa. That's it. Let me take you there to show you. And apart from that, I have other golds. This this one.
Okay.
That's the joromi.
Aha.
That's gold. And it plays
This
to gold, yes, can play. Pure gold. These are other gold.
Wow.
Rubber there. I have 6
And a whole lot
and
of
then
it.
the other one, the Casa series.
So this still plays.
It plays. It's gold and it
amazing.
plays. Yes.
Wow.
So In art, I've seen some of my work. This one is another one.
Wow.
That's a violin player.
The watch is nice.
That's it. Violin player. Yes, one of my works. I just love it because it's basic.
So they say this thing, jack of all trades, master of none, but your case is totally different. You see,
I am not just Jack. I am an encyclopedia of all trades, and I encapsulate all. At a very young age, I wanted to become a scientist, so that I will invent something that will turn the whole world. But it still shows today, it didn't happen because of at least my calling, what happened. You can still see all those traces. You see the aircraft that
Yes, awesome.
I built it,
Awesome.
I made it.
Awesome.
The inside, everything, inside out. Because when I was young, I used to build aircrafts and they would fly during storm. So that one, I transposed it, yes. So then you see my sports car there that I built about 25 years ago. I drove it to Abuja and was given an award, Vision 01. I invent guitars. My guitar is the one that rotates, it turns round, it's 360 degrees. Maybe give you one of my videos. You can see. You can extract that one from there. Yes, I had a show last year, the National Festival of Arts, October last year. I'll give you a clip of it so that you can take.
Thank you very much.
Yes, that one will tell you what it is to.
Then your strength on stage, it's most of our new generation artists need to get high or take something. Your strength on stage is just.
Music intoxicates me. So what? If you take any other intoxicant, you go mad.
Yes.
That's why most of them they end up in the cemetery.
Okay. And then most of your songs were used as a watchdog to the government, society, the youths, the children. What advice do you have for us? I mean, if we still play most of your songs now, there's still a message being passed. But these days, there are artists who do well, but no matter the age, the time, when your songs are still played, that advice is still given. What advice do you have for this our generational?
Yes, to be timeless is. I have one of my philosophies is that don't wait for your destiny to wake up your destiny. So our youths should have a sense of purpose. They should have a focus. They should be on the right side of history. They should not. It's good to have a model. They should choose the right model, not the wrong one. Because if you choose the wrong model, you will end up on the wrong side of history. I want to encourage the young ones to learn music. At least if they cannot actually go to school of music. I have one. I've graduated so many. If I mention their names, some of them that have graduated, you'll be surprised. Okay. Yes, they can also learn, through apprenticeship. Learn on the job, apprenticeship. Learn to play with bands live. It's not just waking up, you write letter, you say you've composed it, you go to the studio. Computer has done so much good and so much damage. Yes. So it's our youths should have models. They should look up to people who made it and understudy them. Because it's not as bad as making a mistake as not correcting it. So if you have made a mistake in the past, it's not late. You can correct it. And then they should read their books. They should go to school. You can go back to school. It's never too late. It's never too late. And there's fulfillment in it. So we are looking for a fulfilled person. I'm the one, a fulfilled human being. Yes. So you can have money. Money is not fulfillment. You can have fame. It's not up to fulfillment. But education, knowledge, wisdom, and all encapsulated.
So they should go to school and follow their dreams too.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for having us. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Oh, just one last thing.
There's nothing is ever last. Nothing is ever last.
Just one more question.
One more question. Good.
I've never seen this clay. I've never seen this.
Okay, gramophone.
Gramophone. I've never seen it.
Oh. Until you get.
Somebody did explain that the bong will climb back again. But I want them to realize that the dollars have me so paralyzed.
It's hard to find. The dollar is still hard to find.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.